The sense of occasion heightened by both lineups being kept secret until just before the kickoff. The announcements have revealed two calculated gambles by Newcastle United on the return of that midfield terrier David McCreary after an absence of 7 weeks, and on the retention of striker Paul Goddard, who's not 100% fit. Wimbledon have trusted Vinnie Jones to cope with what will be a test of his professionalism, but manager Bobby Gould has sprung one surprise. Out goes Alan Cork, and in for his Wimbledon debut at number 8 is Laurie Cunningham. Cunningham, the cosmopolitan former England winger who spent most of the 80s playing abroad in Spain, France and Belgium. The experienced Joe Worrell from Warrington, an ideal choice as referee for a competitive cup tie. St James's Park crackling with anticipation. An early touch for Dave Besant, the Wimbledon captain, and I'm sure a long kick from him. It's a ground where Wimbledon won in the First Division back in September and made a great start, scoring twice at the Gallowgate end. They've also, as has been well documented, put Newcastle out of the Littlewoods Cup, and objects being thrown indicative of an antagonistic atmosphere. Newcastle concentrate on the football with Neil MacDonald. Plenty of players up in the centre in support. Goddard is one of them. Wimbledon were looking for offside and it wasn't forthcoming. And the player who only passed the fitness test this morning, Paul Goddard, was sneaking in towards the near post area to that bent cross from MacDonald. Couldn't guide it onto the target, but got there first, and that was significant. Gascoigne able to take the set piece. Jackson is well forward and was looking to loop it over Besant. Not easy. Peter Jackson noted that the bookies were making him 33 to 1 to score the first goal, and he thought he was a good bet. Fashanu off on a run. Now, did Anderson trip him intentionally? If he did, it seemed unnecessary. But that's possibly the effect that the physical presence of John Fashanu has. It's a free kick to Wimbledon. Brian Gale has joined the more obvious targets up front. Jorge Sanchez is there as well. And it's in, and it's off the head of little Terry Gibson. They looked for the big men, and it was Gibson who nipped in. And Wimbledon have struck first again at St James's Park. Keep your eye on the number 7. It was his touch. It sped into the corner. So good at set plays, and Wimbledon get it to work for them again. Six minutes gone. Besant's lost it. And it was only a snap chance for Gascoigne. He's been really irresistible around goal recently. 7 goals in his last 7 competitive matches, and Besant was grateful that it sped wide off the knee or just below of Paul Gascoigne. Could easily have been 1-1. Mirandinha, an opening 10 minutes crammed with incident. Darren Jackson in space. McDonald, Goddard off the bar, offside. The linesman had the flag up. And it wouldn't have counted for Goddard. But again, he made that sharp movement late that disconcerts defenders. It was a little too sharp for Newcastle because he ran offside. Fashanu. Jones. The shot is on from him, and it's a useful one too. And where was Gascoigne? So, Vinnie Jones, the marker, nearly became Jones the scorer here. And Kelly, who has a family cup tradition, of course. His father Alan played in a final for Preston before Gary was born. And Gascoigne retrieves the ball for Jones. Very nearly number 2. All from the long throw. Able to get players into positions around Fashanu because they concentrate so much on stopping him. In fact, it went over Fashanu, and it was Cunningham, I think, who got the final touch. Gascoigne slips Jones this time. He was in his own half when he did it. And that will encourage Paul Gascoigne. Throw by Wharton. Darren Jackson made himself available. And Wharton throws it quickly and accurately again for Goddard. McDonald, it's Mirandinha's shot, but not his goal. But he appreciated the way the chance was created for him. Good work close to the goal line by Goddard, who operates with such economy. McDonald headed it down, and Mirandinha let rip. I'm sure Newcastle would have liked to have had a greater share of the ball on their own patch over the first 45 minutes. The first half, which is now brought to a close by Joe Worrell, who's been an important figure. Terry Gibson with the only goal of the half, giving Wimbledon the lead after 6 minutes. And the renewal of the battle between Vinnie Jones and Paul Gascoigne so far has kept Gascoigne from being a major threat to Wimbledon in this match. At half-time at St James's Park, it's Newcastle United 0, Wimbledon 1.